up into vile affections. Read.
For even their women,
Now it's dealing with the women. What the women do?
did change the natural use into that which is against nature.
Yeah. They changed the natural use of a woman being with a man into that which is against nature, meaning women with women. You know, doing whatever they gonna do to each other. Most High said, be fruitful and multiply. Replenish the earth, he told us. But now, a man and a man and a woman, if your mother was with a woman, then you wouldn't be here. If your daddy was with a man, you wouldn't be here. Because your daddy had to deal with your mother for any of us to be here.
Right.
Whether you straight or gay, it don't matter. Straight up. But here you are now in your gentrification trying to, stop races from actually being a race. That's why y'all trying to stop this thing out here in California, because if they promote this homosexual thing, y'all gonna be null and void. You already have more Edomites that's dying than being born. So, but our people don't know this. They just think, oh well, we gotta follow whatever the law of the land says. Y'all gonna follow that? You gonna follow that? You gonna be put to death, as the Most High just said. Read.
And likewise also the men.
So now it says, likewise the men did what?
Leaving the natural use of the woman.
Leaving the natural use of the woman, read.
Burning in their lust.
Burning their lust, read.
One towards another.
One toward another. Burning their lust, one toward another. Men with men, read.
Men with men.
See? Men with men. Read.
Working that which is unseemly.
Most I said that's unseemly. That don't even make no sense. Say, man, I put you on this earth to be with a woman, not with no man. Read.
And receiving in themselves that recompense of their error, which was meat.
Receiving themselves that recompense of their error. That's an error. I'm telling you, that's error. You erring. Which was right. Read.
And even as they did not like to retain the Most High in their knowledge, the Most High gave them over to a reprobate mind.
That's right. Even though they didn't want the Most High to be part of their knowledge, just because they don't fear the Most High. Fear the Most High is the beginning of knowledge. They evil, arrogancy, and all the things, pride, and all of that. They didn't want to deal with that. So they're very prideful. Lifting themselves up. Most High gave them over to a reprobate mind, read.
To do those things which are not convenient.
Do those things which are not convenient. Now, all those that stand up for them, y'all feel, oh, it's okay.
Right.
Or you got gay friends, you have, lesbian friends or
relatives.
Whatever. Relatives. I mean, just saying you support it.
Kind.
You don't even want to hear about talking about somebody's homosexual or gay. This is what he got to say to you. Read verse 32.
Romans chapter 1, verse 32.
Right. And y'all heard what's been said according to thus say the Most High. Read.
Who knowing the judgment.
You know the judgment. What's the judgment?
Of the
put to death. Read.
Of the Most High.
Of the Most High, he said put them to death. Read.
That they which commit such things are worthy of death.
See? That's the judgment. They that commit such things are worthy of death. That's why they probably don't like Paul. They probably don't like this New Testament or the Old Testament when you bring out the scriptures that actually tells you the judgment that's going to come upon them. Read.
Not only do the same.
Not only do the same, read.
But have pleasure in them that do them.
That's right. You have pleasure in them that do them. You cool with them. You deserve the same thing. Death, as he's saying. I mean, I just said the Most High. One more. Nahum 1 and 3. You got to go? Yeah. Nahum 1 and 3. Let's wrap it up. Right before Becca, right after Micah. It's serious. Right after Micah. Nahum 1 and 3.
Nahum chapter 1, verse 3. The Most High is slow to anger.
The Most High is slow to anger, read.
And great in power.
Great in power. Read.
And will not at all acquit the
So
wicked.
you ain't getting away with nothing. He said, the Most High is slow to anger and great in power and will not at all acquit the wicked. Read.
The Most High hath his way in the whirlwind.
So the Most High and the Mashiach Yahushua have their way in the whirlwind. Because remember, Mashiach Yahushua's name is the destroyer.
Con.
So they have their way in the whirlwind. You know, what's a whirlwind? Tornado. You know, hurricane. Don't they be going around in a circle? You know, the chariots that's going to come that you see in the sky. Read.
And in the storm.
And in the storm, when he bring the disasters and destructions upon the earth. Read.
And the clouds are the dust of his feet.
And the clouds are the dust of his feet. The clouds are the dust of his feet. Because you remember said the earth is his footstool. That's where his heel can be. Most heel can fit on the whole earth. So I mean, what are you gonna do with him? You know what I mean? Read.
That's it. He rebuketh the sea and maketh it dry, and dried up all the rivers. Bashan languisheth, and Carmel, and the flower of Lebanon languisheth.
Come on.
The mountains quake at him,
See, the mountains quake at him. Volcanoes, read.
and the hills melt,
The hills melt. Come on.
and the earth is burnt at his
The
presence.
earth is burnt at his presence. Why say we visit the Most High of hosts with the fiery fire, read.
Yeah, the world and all that dwell therein.
Yeah. Don't shake at his presence, read.
Who can stand before his
Who can
indignation?
stand before the Most High's wrath? Come on.
And who can abide in the fierceness of his anger?
We're going to abide in the fierceness of his anger. That's what we've been going over. Read. Disasters and destructions. Read.
His fury is poured out like fire,
His fury is going to be poured out like fire. Read.
and the rocks are thrown down by him.
Rocks going to be thrown down by him. Read.
The Most High is good, a stronghold in the day of trouble, and he knoweth them that trust in him.
That's right. He's a stronghold in the day of trouble that we've been going over all day. That's why I tell you all the time we got to develop a relationship with the Most High power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob.
Right.
That he could be that stronghold in this day that we've been going over of trouble. Because it's coming.
Right.
It will get worse and worse, just like a woman in travail. The contractions are very far apart. They get closer and closer as that baby getting ready to be born. You see all these disasters happening over and over again, faster and faster and faster. Read.
But with an overrunning flood, he will make an utter end of the place thereof, and darkness shall pursue his enemies.
That's right. Darkness going to pursue his enemies. As we said, that darkness going to be from the nuclear destruction that's going to be hitting this earth. Read.
What do ye imagine against the Most High? He will make an utter end. Affliction shall not rise up the second time.
That's right. So you're going to make another end, but the affliction not going to rise up the second time. Because those that are the 1/3 of the 12 tribes of Israel are going to have to deal with this. And all the rest of the nations, they got to deal with it. It's on. With that, we say Shalom. Keep the faith. Know what the end going to be. Because we the children of Israel.
Are those
and we,
seeds?
huh?
Are those seeds?
What? No, those are people.
Are those people?
Those us. That's
It's
us.
Israeli
Us,
people.
children of Israel.
Is
Not
that
Israeli.
like?
Not Israeli.
Not Israeli.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's the white.
Yeah.
I'm a Hebrew. I'm a proud Hebrew too.
All right.
What is these? Are these last names?
What?
These right here are these last names?
No, those are names in the Bible.
Okay, yeah, okay, Judah. Oh, which Bible?
King
King
James.
James 6
King James? Oh, okay.
It's King James right here.
I knew it. Okay.
That's King James right here, brother.
Oh, okay. Oh, you're a white
Brother.
guy.
No, ain't no white. Do we look white?
Oh, that's a black nose right there.
Right. That's him. That's King
I thought you
James. We've
talking
been
about the
lied to.
Caucasian one.
Oh,
I don't know if the Caucasian one exists, but
No, they
we talk
don't
about it.
exist.
Yeah.
they lied. We've been lied to.
Engraving by Simeon Brandy, Passy, print on British Museum. Oh, it's in the British Museum. James, what? Robert Ashton?
That's the book that's come out.
Oh, okay. So what are
Come
y'all?
forward.
What are y'all religion exactly?
Now Not a religion. Religion comes from a Latin word. Religio
Yeah,
mean to hold
exactly.
back, keep down, and restrain.
It's a way of life, right?
Right. We just Israelites.
That's our nationality.
Yeah, I know. They came and took our
Okay.
shit, huh?
Yeah.
Excuse my
They
French.
They took everything we had.
They took our stuff.
They
You know
took
what I
our.
mean? They took everything. I mean,
I read a book. It was a dude. He was from Israel, but I guess they captured him or something, and he was a slave for like 10 years or something. And he was talking like how the Jewish people, Judean people, whatever, how they like took our religion, and, like wrote it in a book. And but when he said he first came over there, he noticed like white people, they savages, like they don't wash their hands and all that type of shit. They took that type of stuff from us.
let me show you that. About to do some of the Jews. We'll read this to you right here. This is called ulcerative colitis, right? It is estimated that about 500,000 people in the United States have ulcerative colitis, with men and women being affected about equally. Most cases are diagnosed before the age of 35. Although the disease can occur at any age, ulcerative colitis is more common in Caucasians, right? And studies show that ulcerative colitis occurs more often within the Jewish population than in any other ethnic groups. So what make that Jewish people? What make them?
Make them Caucasian. Okay.
Right, because it said it happened within the Caucasians more than
So
any other.
Oh, okay. You're trying to say something to me. So you're saying basically they ain't Jews.
Right, we are.
Jewish is a made-up word for Europe, right?
It's no ISH is suffrage. Is a pertain. They
There's no
pertain
J
to being
in
like
the
us.
language, huh?
Yeah, they try to be like us.